This video, if anyone is watching, is mostly for me and just a system that works good for me is hearing and seeing my goals like said out loud and not written down. Because like I can write down anything and it just doesn't really hold value to me as much as it should. And I've never been one to journal. I've tried it. I've never found the comfort that it brings people. I just didn't enjoy that process. I struggled very much with it. But I now feel like I'm struggling a little bit more now that we're kind of in social distancing. So I really want to do this for me and make myself feel a little better because I have been struggling during this time. I'm going to be honest. It's taken a toll on me more than I thought it would. I thought I'd be okay, but I do feel like I'm struggling. So if you guys want to watch, cool. I appreciate it. Maybe you guys can find some useful tools to help you and maybe put things into perspective for you in your life. And if you're not watching, that's okay too, because it's mostly for me. So I'll be watching this video when I feel like I'm struggling and I need to remind myself about what I'm trying to do to make myself feel better. So with that, I'm going to jump into my 5 goals. So the first goal I have for myself is be honest with me. I often feel like I hide my feelings just because maybe I don't want to admit things to myself, or I always try to pretend everything's fine and I just like to be that rock, but I feel like it causes me more harm than good. So I want to be honest with myself to fully understand my feelings and try to get a better read of me and how my feelings are more important than I give them time to. I usually just brush them under the rug and I don't want to maybe face certain facts or feel certain things because I'm not used to it. So I really want to be honest with myself and let those feelings out and acknowledge that I have them and maybe figure out ways to move forward from them. My second goal is to achieve a challenge that I've been working towards, which is playing a full song on piano. I have struggled with this for a while simply because when it's too hard, I find myself wanting to give up, and I struggle when things don't come easy to me because I like when things come easy to me. I don't know if it's work ethic or maybe it's a little bit of jealousy because I can see other people just pick it up like no problem and I get frustrated that I'm struggling so much. But I think it's good if I have something to work towards. I can feel more rewarded and I'll learn a new skill. So I'm trying to play piano and I'm trying to play a full song through and through. I've already switched the song like 8 times because I've found that it's too hard, but I'm really trying to stick to one song. And that song is Malibu Nights by Lainey. And yeah, that's what I'm working on. I don't know how it's going to go. I've been practicing for 30 minutes a day, which has been so far beneficial. Granted, I'm still in the very early stages of the song, but I'm trying to get a hang of it so I can feel like I'm playing it well. And yeah, so that's my challenge activity that I'm trying to achieve because it's something I want to do, but it's something I struggle with greatly, and I feel like I could do it if I don't give up on myself. So I'm trying to learn a song on piano. I said that 4 times. A third goal I have for myself is becoming consistent with commitment. I often make commitments to like friends or family of things I'll do, and then when it comes close or it's time for me to do it, I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to do it anymore. And you know, everyone always says like your mood changes and you can never predict like how you're going to feel in the moment. But I really want to focus on committing to a task or like a plan if I have plans with my friends and actually trying to live in that moment. Like I want to do it. I said yes for a reason, so I kind of want to honor me saying yes in a way of like not going to get it done, but going to get it done because I want it to be done. Like I'll go to school and I'll go to class because like I signed up for it, but like sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to go to class. But I want to go to class knowing that I'm going for a reason besides like I'm paying for it. Like I want to honor my commitment and be consistent with that and say I made a commitment to this, I'm going to do it happily to the best of my ability. And yeah, so just consistent with commitments. My fourth goal is to manage my time and motivation with my time. I find myself, especially now during quarantine and like these lockdowns and self isolation, whatever your preferred word is, um, I have a lot of free time, but I shouldn't have this much free time because I do have things I should be doing, like college work, and I can like clean my room and clean the house and do all those things. So I want to manage my time in a way that's not a set schedule, but like I want to find value in my idle time. So when I'm not doing anything, I kind of want to think of things that I could be doing and should be doing, in a sense of like getting a jump start on homework. I feel like that'll be good because then I'll have more time for things that I want to do and not find myself cramming and getting stressed, like especially with achieving that challenge goal. I want to maybe have more time to put into that, but I lack motivation and time because when I feel pressured and I get one assignment done, I'm like, I'm done. But then I just find myself idly sitting on like my phone or just watching TV when I could be doing other things. So I want to find that value in the idle time and manage my motivation and get things done. So my fifth goal is to actually do the things I desire and say I'm going to do. I have so many empty statements of like, oh, I've been wanting to see that movie, or I've been meaning to go to this place, but I just haven't because I've been too busy. And while I'm still busy, I do have responsibility during this time with college and like family responsibilities and household responsibilities. I have more free time than I thought I would, and now's a perfect time for me to complete those statements of like, oh, I want to watch this movie. Well, we have plenty of streaming services, so I really want to sit down and watch these movies so I can complete a statement and not use the, oh, I've been meaning to, but I can't. Like, I didn't have time, because I do have time. I'm just not using it effectively. So I really want to complete some of those statements of like, oh, I want to watch this movie. I want to go to this place. It's kind of hard right now to go to certain places. But it just makes more sense for me to try to do those now. And then when an opportunity arises in the future of like, oh, I want to do it, I can actually set time aside and do it and complete a task that I've been wanting to. So yeah, those are my 5 goals.